Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Welcome back to the second edition of Sports News with Noud. See, I got on the first try this time. See, practice makes perfect. Yes, I know I'm wearing the same shirt as I did the first episode. I just love wings. What's the problem with that? You have a problem with that? You're communists. All right, great. So we switched up kind of the setting. I'm on a couch, and I got four of my favorite players from my favorite team behind me. Obviously, we got camera. Troy Polamalu, one of the best safeties of all time. Third best shooting guard of NBA history, Dwayne Wade. The Iron Man, Cal Ripken. And the GOAT himself in goal scoring in hockey, Alex Ovechkin. So that's where we're going to start. We're going to actually start with hockey. So the regular season has been wrapped up. This is going to be the first ever playoffs where we won't see Alex Ovechkin or Sidney Crosby since like 2004, which is crazy because now we get to see Connor McDavid, Austin Matthews, and we're going to see those 65-win Bruins. Everybody wants to see Bruins and Oilers. I want to see Bruins in Las Vegas because I love me some money. But in the end of the day, we all know that the playoffs are a different animal, that anybody can beat anybody at any time, that President's Cup curse, as well as anybody who knows that it is Caps fans, it could bite the bees in the ass. And then we have goaltending. So we'll see what happens in the NHL playoffs, because I personally don't think that anybody is going to stop the bees. I mean, they have the best depth in the NHL. They also have the best goalie. I mean, if that guy goes cold, then we're having a talking point in the second round. If the Maple Leafs stop choking on themselves and then actually make it, because they are the biggest choke artists in sports. You cannot win that many games with that talented of a roster and still don't do shit. I don't under-fucking-stand it. And then we have the Islanders squeaking in, and they're going to probably get fucked. And then on the other side, we have the Jets and the Kraken. I mean, at this point, dude, let's fast forward to the playoff, to the finals, where I have the Bruins, where I have the Las Vegas Knights. Let's just get going. But you know what did start? The NBA playoffs. So the play-in games went as exactly as you expected. Both the 7 and 8 seeds that finished in the regular season made it somehow. Obviously, the Heat and the Hawks switched. The Heat are the 8th seed, and the Hawks are the 7th seed. They played the teams that they played, and the Hawks got smacked by Tatum, by Jalen Brown, by those Boston Celtics that look like they wanted revenge from the finals. Now the Heat, on the other hand, finally turned it fucking on. I'm a Heat fan, clearly, as you can see right here. Yep, there it is. I gotta figure out this mirror thing. And they shot 61% from the field. Jimmy became Jimmy Buckets, and then now everybody's gonna sour on it because, oh my God, Giannis got hurt, blah, blah, blah. We're going to talk about the charge, yada, yada, yada. And then we're going to talk about Tyler Hero. He got hurt. I mean, at the end of the day, man, you still got to play the players you have. You still had Middleton. You still had Drew Holiday. We had to put Duncan frickin' Robinson out there, who looks like Jimmy Neutron. Couldn't stop shit. I mean, you think somebody who looks like Jimmy Neutron would use his brain to figure out how to play defense, but he didn't. So, anyways, also, our bench looked like the best bench in the NBA. Kevin Love had points. Caleb Martin, who I've been praising all season, has been great. Did great last night. Max Strus. So he was loose, but it really came down to Bam. Bam really turned it on. Bam put in perspective what he could do. Now, I don't want to spend too much time on the Heat. I just think that was the biggest upset yet last night. Everybody's going to talk about the Lakers and the Grizzlies. They also had a major injury. John Morant sprained his finger. It looked like down the stretch that the Grizzlies could waver a little bit, but then Austin Reeves turned into Dirk Nowitzki all of a sudden, and LeBron James is taking credit of, I knew he was going to be good. He was a two-way contract player, but I knew he was going to get a guaranteed contract. Yeah, you knew a guy that looked like Austin Reeves was going to be good in the NBA? Thank you, LeBron. Thank you so much. Really, Rui is the guy we need to talk about. He had amazing three-point shooting. He played defense. He played great. Anthony Davis looked like the Anthony Davis of old. It looked great. I just think the Grizzlies look kind of lost without Ja. Even though Desmond Bane, who I think is going to be an all-star one day, Dylan Brooks, he talks a lot, but he still plays defense. Jared Jack did his best impression of leading the team. It's just I think without Ja, this is done for the Grizzlies. Because the Lakers just have too much firepower. Then you have the Beam team, Kings beating the Warriors in dramatic fashion. You had DeAndre Fox having 29 points in the second half. Sabonis doing his thing. Andrew Wiggins coming back, we knew he was going to be all right, but shit happens, and then we just move on. But it came down to the last shot. Curry had a good look, miss. I think the Warriors are going to take game 2. Choke artist Philadelphia 76ers did their thing as well. Mikal Bridges, Jesus Christ, that dude tried everything in his power to stop the bleeding. Somebody help this man. I didn't think this guy had it in his bag. Honestly, who knew being with CP3 and Devin Booker would fuck him up. He did great. He did awesome. You just need some more people to come in. I don't know where this Cam Thompson guy went. He comes in, gives you 30, then he has no minutes, then he gives you 50, then has no minutes. I don't know what's going on. I really just do not know what's going on over there. Then you have the Nuggets beating the Timberwolves in good fashion. I think I'm missing a couple of series, but how can I forget this? The New York Knicks won their first road playoff game since 1999, where they played the Spurs in the finals against the Twin Towers. Now, credit to Spider to do his thing, but he was a ball hog at the end of the game. But really what it came down to is second chance points and rebounding. When I talked about the Heat in the play-in game against the Hawks, where I was just pissed off because they couldn't rebound, they couldn't do shit. That's what happened to the Cavs. Mobley didn't do shit, and Allen didn't do shit, and I think Spider took it personally and took it on his own. Brunson did great. Randall did great from his injury. They had a bunch of people contribute, and this is the playoffs. You need the others to contribute. I know I sound like freaking Charles Barkley right now by saying, the others need to contribute. But at the same time, it's true. The Cavs are over here relying on Spider, and Spider was only shooting. He was shooting poorly at the end. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It seemed like he shot poorly at the end, and it's just hopefully they figure it out. I think that's a 7-game series, of course, and then you have the Clippers and the Suns, another dramatic fashion. What happened to KD? What happened to Book? What happened to CP3? They lost to Russell Westbrook and Kawhi. Kawhi is looking like the player we thought would rival LeBron as the best player in the NBA those years in Miami. It was just insane. I just didn't know what was going on. He came up with the biggest block, Russell did, and the biggest free throws in the game. He pointed at his chest like this. I think he pointed at the wrong part of his chest. He pointed at his nipple. He tried to do with Kobe Bryant. But then Devin Booker, that shot at the end, man. You're going for a foul. What the fuck are you doing? Just go up with the layup. Go hard. Go hard at the hole. You dated a Kardashian or Jenner, whatever the fuck. You know how to get hard. You know how to get hard and into the hole. Get into the hole. Get into the hole. That joke lasted way too long. But anyways, the NBA playoffs came pretty good. I'm recording this on Monday, so we'll find out if the Warriors even the series or went down 2-0, as well as the Sixers and the Brooklyn Nets, what's going to happen. I think that's a sweep. I think I have them as a sweep. I have Denver sweeping, and I have I had another team, Boston, sweeping the Hawks. And I think that's about it. I think those were the biggest games. Those were the games. The NBA playoffs have came to play this year. I am excited. I don't know what's going to happen to Giannis, Tyler, but we'll see what happens with those injuries. Now, I'm not going to forget it because I'm going to leave football last because you know how much I love football. MLB started this last time I did this. We have the Atlanta Braves and the Tampa Bay Rays looking as the two best teams in both leagues. Give it to credit to both of them. They have great pitching staffs. They have great hitting. The AL Beast, aka the AL East, is still doing their thing. Orioles are still over there. You have the Red Sox becoming one of the most surprised teams with their hitting. The Yankees, we all know them. It's really funny to me when teams do this at the beginning of the year because you never know what injuries and trades and all that brings. But those two teams are looking like the best teams in the MLB. I will give it to them because I do have a bet with one of my friends that the Orioles will win a World Series before the Braves. I don't think I'm going to win that bet. I'm saying it right now. I do think the Orioles will win a World Series soon. They look great, but we're not just going to put the Orioles out there, but it's a long season. We have a lot of people going for records already. Pete Alonso for hit home runs. We have a couple guys doing some good ERAs. And we'll see. I think right now, Glasgow for the Rays is coming back, as well as some big-time names. So, honestly, I just wanted to give him a shout-out for starting. That's it. Now on to football. Let's be honest, okay? Jim Irsay, stop drunk tweeting, please. How are you going to say we have we have this pick, and we're going to pick one of these 4 quarterbacks, and it's Will Levis, Anthony Richardson, Bryce Young, and fucking C.J. Stroud. Dude, you're going to have to trade to get up there. We know that. Don't drunk tweet. Stop ruining your franchise's chances of getting a quarterback. Why don't you go get Lamar? Seriously. And that's another big piece of news. Jalen Hurts, the highest paid contract, well-deserved, went to the Super Bowl. But guess what? Now that's puts pressure on Lamar and the Ravens. At the time, when he was eligible for a contract, it could have been done for $43 million. Now it has to be at $53 million. Good job. That's great. You bet it on yourself. Oh, yeah, let me tell you something in Egyptian that we used to say. Inte stupid. Stupid. Not stupid. Stupid. Like, you are so dumb that you guys betted on all this. And I know, listen, everybody's going to be like, Michael, you're talking about the Ravens. Of course you are. I'm just being honest. You had a franchise quarterback. Now, what's left? Burrow and Herbert are going to get their contracts. Let's just be real. You're going to wait till then? Then he's going to be worth $63 million. The dude has an MVP. You think he's going to take less than what Hurts did? Who knows? Anyways. And the NFL draft's in 2 weeks. Everybody's still talking about it. And there hasn't been really too big trades. I know I saw one post about DeAndre Hopkins saying he would love to go to the Bills and the Chiefs. Of course you would. You're going to want to win a Super Bowl with those teams. You're going to be like the second banana to either Travis Kelce or fucking Stephon Diggs. But congratulations, man. Very good. Oh, Odell Beckham signed with the Ravens. That's another thing. Let's just go back to the Ravens. I'm sorry. This is not a Ravens hate podcast. $18 million? $18 million for a guy who hasn't played for a year? $13 million guaranteed? You gave him some easy incentives, I saw. 60 catches, lead the team in touchdown. The only person I have to worry about is Mark Andrews. Congratulations. I think it was like 850 yards to get $1 million. That's crazy, dude. The Ravens really didn't know how to act when they got a wide receiver. All it is. But I'm excited to see what the season brings. Obviously, the new year, all this. We had a lot of trades. We've had a lot of different things. We already had a trade at the top. We all know that the Bears didn't want the number 1 pick because they believe in Justin Fields, and that's fine. And they're going to pick somebody like Will Anderson, Pete, whatever from Northwestern. Listen, I'm not going to say names I can't pronounce. All right, I got it. People can't pronounce my last name, so why the fuck would I try to pronounce theirs? All right. Anyways. Thank you guys for watching. This was a little bit longer episode. I'm trying to get to 15 minutes. I just don't want to waste your time. I feel like this is just a good segue into things that we need to hear. I'm not going to sugarcoat things. Obviously, things will pick up when NFL season starts, NHL season, and MLB when it comes to the real grind in October. Yeah, man. So. Don't be a one-pump chump. Keep pounding. Was it keep pounding? Nah. Let's not do that. Let's do one. Don't be a two-pump chump. Keep stroking. All right, see ya.